What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Blythe and this is my husband Travis.
Hey everybody.
We wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about our story. The reason that I wanted to sit down and do this video is because this week, or I don't know like the exact day,
Wednesday,
is
I think.
this past Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
was Travis's 19-year cancer-free
Yep.
anniversary. I guess we'll just start there. So when you were 11?
Has to be 12.
12? In like what, 2006 or something?
It was 5th grade, so I don't even know when that was. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. He found out that he had childhood cancer. You can tell him what kind because I don't remember.
I came home from school one day and I had a giant golf ball sticking out of my neck, and then I got scheduled an emergency surgery and had it taken out, and they ran loads and loads of testing, and it took 3 different pathology labs to finally figure out what it was, and it was a rare form of lymphoma. It was called ALCL, anaplastic large cell lymphoma, and I guess semi-cool thing, not really, because someone else had it as well. There's a famous baseball player named John Lester. He pitched for the Red Sox, and he had the exact same type of cancer. And it was there's ALCL, and then once you get into ALCL, there's either the T cells or the B cells, and T cells it's like a super rare cancer. It's like 1 in a million, and I was lucky enough to be one of the million. So yeah, 1 in a million, and here I am.
They caught it pretty early, right?
Yeah,
so,
super early.
So he didn't have to do like treatment for very long. I think you said it was like 3 months or something
Yep,
like that.
I did 3 months of treatment, and I didn't have to do any radiation, but I did have to do spinal taps, which is not fun at all. But yeah, so 3 months of chemo and spinal taps, and then I was cancer-free.
Yeah, and so that kind of ties, the way that ties into me, since this is just the story of how we met and how we ended up together. Basically, like, it's this whole long, ever since he found out he had cancer when he was 12. Like, this is where it starts. My younger sister, also had cancer. She was 5 at the time, and she had, it was a form of lymphoma. She's also a survivor, so she's 27 now, and she had to go through, unfortunately, the type that she had, it had already eaten through her skull, and so it was a little bit of a later stage. And so she ended up doing chemo and radiation for 2 years, maybe a little over 2 years. So that was kind of, when he talks about like the spinal taps and stuff, I remember being there while my sister was getting those done, and it did not look like it was very fun. I mean, none of it looked like it was fun, except the hospital is fun, children's hospitals, because they have games and stuff, but
lots of video
that's the only
games.
fun part.
Yeah.
Like, towards the end of her treatment, every year we had been going to, like, different cancer events and retreats and stuff that were paid for, like, different volunteer organizations and stuff would send kids and their families to these trips and stuff. And so we had gone a few times to a childhood cancer retreat with the family.
It's called Lighthouse Family Retreat, and it's basically a weekend or a week at the beach, and they have helpers assigned to each family, so the parents can get time to relax, and then the kids can just play on the beach and have fun and be kids. Don't have to worry about their cancer or their other medical issues or anything. It was just like a break, and
it's nice for the parents too, because they get to kind of talk to their parents that are going through the exact same thing and kind of relate to each other with everything. So
yeah, and then my family went on one of those trips as well, and we happened to go on the same one,
like the exact week, the same exact place, the same, like, everything just kind of meshed together where we were on that same
retreat
together.
Yep.
So,
And
that's how we met.
Yeah, and actually it was more of our older sisters became best friends. They were super fast friends that week, and it got to a point where our parents had to start talking about, like, oh, where are you guys from? Because obviously we're going to have to do play dates or come over and hang out or whatever. And then we found out that they actually only lived like 30 minutes away from where we did back in Georgia. So
so they exchanged numbers, and we kind of all hung out for the rest of the week just because they were, you know, best friends. Come to find out too, this is just a little fun fact. Our parents have the exact same anniversary, the exact same year. So it's really easy to just shoot a couple happy anniversary texts every year. Yep. But yes, and they were friends too, so that was really cool. And then you got to tell them about the first time you saw me.
So, I mean, I was the only kid. Well, when we first got to the beach, we were like meeting all the people there, getting introduced to all the families and everything like that. And I quickly realized that I was the only person near my age, and I was a little bummed, that's for sure. And then all of a sudden, like later on that night, the first night, I see this cute girl running down the beach, and I'm like, well, who's that? Like, I didn't meet her. I didn't meet them. And obviously she was close to my age. And
this is my favorite part of the story.
Immediately, I mean, I've told her from the beginning, I fell in love with her right there. I mean, it was love at first sight for sure. I mean, I was head over heels, giant crush from the moment I saw her. And then
I was not very nice to him either.
No, it wasn't that she wasn't nice. She was the outdoorsy adventure type. So she was running around catching sand crabs, and then there's me, who's the indoor nerdy type who hardly goes outside, and I was using a hose, and I was spraying water at the sand crabs trying to get them to go away from me. So it was like she was trying to catch them, and I was trying to get them as far away from me as possible. So
I had to tell him that he needed to stop.
Oh yeah.
After that, we didn't really talk that much. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we did. I can't really remember exactly. I mean, it was 20 years ago almost. Mm-hmm. I don't really remember. I just remember our sisters were friends, and then we had a fun time and, you know, went back home, and we always just kept in touch. Like, our sisters, you know, always hung out. Our families always hung out together. We would go to dinner like once a month, basically, sometimes twice a month for like 15 years. We were always hanging out.
Then your family started doing like a once a month, like a family and friends lunch at their house, and we got invited, and we would start going like every monthly, monthly, and hanging out with her and her family and everything.
Your family always did Friday night Mexican.
Yep.
We'd join you guys sometimes.
Yep. I mean, my family's been going.
I still do that.
Friday night Mexican for my entire life. So yeah.
Fast forward, I guess.
Well, in that whole time, I would always go. She's got 3 sisters, and I've got 2 sisters, and there's no boys. Yeah, no boys in the family, and literally the only reason why I would go to these monthly lunches or monthly dinners was to try to talk to Blythe more, but she pretty much spent the however many years we did ignoring me and running away and hiding and doing whatever she could.
I have to explain myself on that. Okay, I was a young girl, and we actually, like, the first couple years, we actually did hang out and like play video games together and like rode bikes and stuff in the neighborhood. And one night we talked for a long time. It was just me and him. We were just like chatting about school and like what we like to do and stuff. And then like the next day, my sister was teasing me because she was telling me that he had a crush on me. And I was too embarrassed at that point. I had a crush on him too, but that made it scary. So I ended up basically avoiding you for like 10 years. So, and then of course, you know, when we became adults, we kind of, you know, you just start doing your own thing, and you're not scared anymore. And so we would talk sometimes when we would see each other. It got a little bit more rare when we were in our early 20s, but
we were both doing other things, so the times that our families met up was few and far between at that point.
I started working in the town where he was going to college, and like we kind of like knew that from social media, and we ended up like texting very randomly. I don't know, it was super random, and like ended up meeting for lunch to catch up, which I thought might be a date, but he said it wasn't.
I did not intend for it to be.
But we ended up talking for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I ended up skipping my entire day of classes to just sit there and keep talking to her.
Yeah, and we ended up leaving from there and then like didn't talk again for another couple years.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like at all. I think maybe I might have seen you once at like a graduation or
Mhm.
party or something like that.
Maybe when Lydia got married. But,
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was our one random catch up, and then didn't talk for a few years. And then this is kind of,
Well, because
I mean, we both went our separate ways. I mean, we both, did our own thing. We dated other people. We, he was in different cities, towns.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just on like a different path or whatever. And then about 5 years ago, because this is August too, so it was 5 years ago, we went on our first date. So we'll tell you guys the story of that.
Her dad, like I was saying earlier, I'm the only boy. I mean, she's got 3 sisters and like no people to help her dad carry heavy things or like move furniture or whatever.
It's hard to find. Yeah, it was hard to find somebody to help him do stuff when, especially big projects. Like I could help him with some small stuff around the house, but I was living in our guest house at that time on the property, and he needed some help building out our barn because we were transforming it from like a working barn to a party barn.
First, it was actually her dad needed help moving some furniture, and so the first thing was he knew that I was in a close by city, and that he could reach out to me for some help. So
you needed some money.
Yeah, I mean, some good money. So he called me up and asked me to help him. So I came over and helped move the furniture. And Blythe happened to be there. She was over at her parents' house, and we talked. And
like I knew he was there. Of course, everybody teased me. Everybody's teased me my whole life. Whenever Travis was around, it's Travis is here. Travis is coming, and I'm sure they did the same thing to you.
Yeah.
So I knew he was there. I was fully aware that he was there and he was gonna be there. But we had both just gotten out of relationships, and we were both just like at a point where we were like, whatever,
like let's wing it at this point. Yeah.
Right. And
yeah.
So
I mean, I had mentioned that we needed to catch up again, or we both turned 21. So I said, let's go get a drink or something. Let's go.
Oh, we were like, this is only 5 years ago.
Yeah,
so
no,
we were like 24.
Yeah, no, we were old.
25.
But regardless, we were over 21.
Right.
So I said, let's go get a drink, let's catch up or do whatever, and nothing really came of it. It came up of it for a couple days.
Well, I was in the middle of going to massage school at night and
Yeah.
had a job, and you were working on the barn and had other jobs, and it just, I don't know. We just couldn't figure it out, I guess.
Yeah. I think it was kind of like let's wait until you finished your massage school
Right.
and then let's go out.
Right. Yeah, because I was just so busy.
Yeah. I think I made some comment of like, let's celebrate your graduating from massage school or
Right,
something,
right.
and
Yeah.
that's kind of how we.
Oh yeah, we were Snapchatting.
Yeah. Rarely, but we were.
Yeah, and he sent me a Snapchat and said, "I'd love you to take you out to celebrate," or something, and I was just like, "Finally!"
Mm-hmm.
He finally asked me out,
Yeah.
and I said, "I was wondering when you were gonna ask me that." So yeah, and that was probably like we scheduled the date for like a week later.
Yeah, it was probably like a Friday or Saturday, and then we scheduled it for that next Saturday.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I was helping her dad on the barn that next week, and I think it was like Wednesday.
This is the lead up to. This is a fun part of
Fun part? I don't know about
story.
fun part for me, but
It's the interesting part.
yeah, I was helping her dad build or like fix up the barn
So
on
it's
the
like
property.
the Thursday before the Saturday for our first date.
Yeah, this was a couple days before our first date. I think it was Wednesday, and I think we were going on date Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was helping her dad, and we were putting up some walls in the barn, and I happened to fall off a 10-foot ladder and land on my face on concrete.
Broke that.
Yeah, broke the bone above my teeth, and really messed up my face. I mean, I had like...
I got a Snapchat. I was
Yeah.
worried.
It was really bad. It was not fun at all. And
Luckily, you didn't break your nose.
yeah, well, I broke the bone above my teeth, and that was probably worse than my nose.
Yeah. Well, at least it wasn't both, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up having to have like dental surgery and a whole bunch of. I mean, it was a whole ordeal. But
You played it off really well.
Yeah.
Because we still went on our date.
yeah, I mean, that was Wednesday, and yeah, we still went on our date on Saturday. I mean, I could not.
He couldn't eat.
I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. So I think I ordered like
Rice and cheese or
yeah,
something.
arroz con pollo, so like rice, chicken, and cheese dip, and like I think I just picked at the rice the whole time we were talking because I
Yeah,
couldn't
just
even
like,
chew
we're like,
anything. Yeah,
in the best you can.
Yeah.
But
But-
then we ended up talking for a long time, and he brought me sunflowers.
I did.
It was sweet.
Yeah.
And then we ended up going to get ice cream after that,
Yep.
which ice cream you could eat.
Yep. Yep. We went to.
So,
I mean, I think we closed the restaurant. I mean, we were there
Yeah.
so long that the restaurant closed, and then
we met
ended
at
up
like
going.
5, and I didn't get home until probably like 11:30 that night.
Yeah, we went to the restaurant, and we were at the restaurant so long that the restaurant closed. So then we went to ice cream because we didn't want the date to end, and then we stayed at ice cream until Brewster's closed. So then Brewster's finally closed, and we're both like, oh, I guess we kind of have to go home now.
Yeah. And then
Oh.
we were pretty much inseparable after that, and every date we had was multiple hours, or every day, all day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Then I guess that makes the rest history. We basically both knew that we were going to get married
Mm-hmm.
after that first date. At least I did.
Yep.
Did you feel that way?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You knew you were going to marry me before you asked me on a date, didn't you? I think I did too.
I mean, like I said, it was love at first sight. So, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, we were always like each other's what if,
Mm-hmm.
like our whole lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I obviously believe that we knew.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Looking
I mean,
back now, I think I knew more than I let myself believe.
oh, for sure. I mean, in all those years of you avoiding me or whatever, I mean, we still have like a bunch of old notebooks that we found where you were signing your name as
Oh,
Blythe
yeah.
Henderson already, and
Yeah, after
writing
we-
how much you love me and all this different stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean,
We got married a year after our, like, we started dating in August of 2020 and then got married in September of 2021.
Mhm.
So,
so it's pretty quick.
yeah. And now we have a beautiful daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We've almost been married, what, 5 years?
It'll be 4 years.
4 years.
this year.
Oh, yeah, 5 years with our first date, or with our dating.
Yes, 5 years together.
Yeah.
So that's our story, and I guess I just wanted to share it. I wanted to introduce Travis to you guys on the channel since it's growing right now pretty fast, which is exciting, and then also to kind of give some encouragement and some inspiration to anybody going through the brunt of childhood cancer right now, or cancer in general, or just anything that's tough. I can't imagine how our parents felt.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have a daughter, like, I just can't imagine what they were going through and how they felt. So I'm sure, and they've said before, it's a huge blessing for them. And your dad always says that, you know, not everybody gets to see the good that comes from these type of situations, and he's glad that he's able to see
Absolutely.
what good came from our situation.
Mm.
So, and we're very blessed that Travis is a survivor and my sister's a survivor. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching the video. If you guys have any questions down below, we'd love to answer them for you. We'll see you guys in the next video.